Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish. I mean, they're flown and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared meant to reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Okay, Larry, it's time for the theme
Too
song.
loud. They're gonna strike me. They're gonna strike me.
Okay,
down with
Finn.
the copyright gavel.
It's time for the theme song.
I know. You play
Okay.
guitar.
We're watching
What do I
the
do?
original theme song this time.
We are the classic one with the really long monologue in the beginning.
Wanna play that?
That's right.
Oh,
And if you're watching episode after episode, you have to watch it over and over again. But the song is such a banger; it's worth it. It's worth
That's right.
the pain of hearing the monologue over and over and over again. Plus, it's a good monologue. It's a good monologue.
Hey, Finn.
Kev.
Hey, Finn.
Kev.
They don't know who we are yet. We haven't introduced ourselves.
Well, they should know by now, right?
They should. Actually,
Well, gee, Larry,
we
don't you think
explained-
everyone knows who we are by now? I'm Bob. Bob the Tomato. I'm special.
and I'm Grandma Gord.
At least I
I'm
thought I
special.
was. Until Grandma Gord decided to be my new commentary co-host and made me feel not so special by informing me that I was not so special the moment we started our first commentary.
That's right.
Or
By the way, speaking of our first commentary, if we're dropping these in chronological order, shouldn't this be our first commentary together?
they're
and
not
Madam
chronological.
Blueberry?
In the previous batch, we did the first 6 episodes, and then we skipped to the end of silliness.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We just go in any order at this point. We gave up on order because we were waiting on a guest for Fib, I think. So we cut ahead to do end of silliness, and never got a guest for Fib, I think. Or if we did have a guest, I forgot, and I'm sorry. If you were supposed to be a guest on Fib and you're listening to this, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I might have had someone booked, but that was a long time ago.
I was supposed to be the guest for Madam Blueberry,
and you were.
and, well, my wish was granted.
Now you're the guest for Madam Blueberry and for Fib and for Rumorweed.
Yep.
For King George and yada 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 yada.
And I'm Ezio Vietti the Cucumber.
Ezio Vietti. Who's got a question? They were not prepared. Bob had nothing. He's like,
Nope.
cameras are
I just got
turning
an email from Guy Fieri.
on. The YTPs on this one are great. Larry Man twice.
Yep.
Or Larry Man and then Larry Man twice with Rumorweed.
Larry Man and the friggin' outer space.
The friggin' outer space. No bad word, just the way Kev
I got
likes it.
cable last month.
Also, I don't have to worry about asking you to keep it clean during the commentary, so that's a nice
right.
little thing. The editing is going to be easy cheesy, as Ikabeezer would say.
What did he do? What did he do?
What did he do? Remember that.
Woo, woo, bam, bam. To those who haven't seen the YTPs, this
Go
makes
watch 'em.
absolutely no sense. Yes,
They will
watch
still
Larry
make no
Man
sense.
and the friggin' outer space.
They will still make no sense, but that's the joy of them. Roll
But
film.
you'll get why we find this stuff that makes no sense funny.
Maybe you will.
At least
if you're-
hopefully.
If you're weird
Yeah.
like us and Jimmy Davis, we should get Jimmy Davis on one. That'd be cool.
We should. That would be fun.
Find his most viewed YTP and get him on that one if it hasn't
Yeah.
been done yet. Isn't this the one where they have the weed shop too?
Is it?
Or is that the sushi shop? I never noticed the sushi. I never noticed that.
I don't think I noticed that either.
They kind of they kind of pulsed a little bit in the old episodes. The characters
Mhm.
sort of have like a heartbeat to them.
Yeah.
Percy. Percy, I'm the official voice of a Percy-like character in Remolded.
And I'm the official voice of Lenny in Remolded.
I'm not sure if it was actually Percy or not, but it was a character that at least
I'm
sounded
sh-
similar.
I am sure if it was actually Lenny or not.
Kev knows it was Lenny.
Because Gord told me.
Mine was just a P, and Gord said, make a stomachache noise that sounds like Percy P. But he didn't say make it Percy P, just something similar. I don't know.
Oh!
Nothing. Jimmy mocking. Imagine getting mocked by Jimmy like that. Wouldn't that hurt?
I don't know whether I would be hurt or be flattered, honestly.
I would be... Dude, I'd be ruined. I'd be ruined. Imagine if I did my podcast.
I'd be ruined
the...
and rizzed.
Imagine if we're doing a commentary, and I say, "Welcome back to the VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries." I'm Finn and Kev, and you say, "And I'm Uncle Kev Messick," and Jimmy goes, "Welcome back to the VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries." I'm Finn and Kev, and I'm Uncle Kev Messick. I would be ruined, man. I'd be ruined.
To each his own. I would be ruined and rizzed.
I'd just feel like my life was over if that happened.
Anytime Jimmy says anything, I feel rizzed.
Yeah, but if it was something said...
Hold on. There's a great gag about to come up. We can't ignore it.
Truly the
Genius.
best moment of the whole show.
That's right.
There was never a funnier moment than that.
Larry man. In the friggin' outer space.
I made the thumbnail to this have the same type of glow to the logo by copying the logo twice and blurring it in the background. I blurred the background.
You're a smart boy.
Or I blurred the whole logo, like to the umpth degree, and then copy and pasted a clean cut of the logo on top of it. So the blurred logo behind it makes it look like it's glowing.
You're gonna have to send me that thumbnail. I want to see it.
What do you think of the Madame Blueberry one? I hate my art.
It looks good.
You really think so?
You do not have the right to hate your art, sir.
Something's wrong with it. I can't... There's something that feels wrong. When I look at even my recent art, it's definitely gotten better, but when I look at that thumbnail, something just feels wrong. I don't know what it is.
The fact that I'm in it.
That might be it. You're no longer my co-host. I'm just going to do commentaries by myself now. How sad would that be?
Everybody would think that you're some kind of jerk who can't keep a co-host.
That would be sad. Hold up 1 second. Someone's knocking for me. You keep talking. Keep them entertained, okay?
All right.
I hope this is an important knock. I hope it's an important knock. 1 second.
So, how's it going, everybody? How's lovely weather we've been having lately, huh? Did y'all see the, Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good.
As it would turn out, it was not an important knock at all.
Finn, you won't believe what just happened.
What happened? Did he break
That
the plate? He did not break the plate.
Did.
No.
He did.
How?
No.
But he'll take responsibility, right? He'll take responsibility?
Yes.
Okay.
He will, but Laura broke it. She took her apple chopper.
Oh, she took the apple chopper.
Plate.
But he's going to cover up for Laura to keep her from getting in trouble.
I'm sure he will. Yeah.
Okay, got you. I get the plot now. It took me years, but I finally
And
got
look, Mr. Snuggly can talk.
And where did Fib come from?
When a mother Fib and a father Fib really love each other.
So the mother Fib is Mr. Snuggly?
Yes.
So Mr. Snuggly is the Fib's mother? Hold up 1 second.
He's gone again. I can continue my conversation with you lovely listeners. So, did you see the sports game last night? You did?
The sports game? What happened?
How was it? That one team actually won.
Who won? The Fib or the Rumor?
I don't know.
Who would win?
The team... Oh, Rumorweed.
Rumorweed? Yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
All the way. Although when
but
the
that
Fib,
one
when
team,
the Fib crushes that car.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's up to you, kid.
Car crushing scenes always...
That's a different story.
That's right.
We'll touch on that when it gets closer, though.
Are we gonna get more?
He did break the plate.
No, Laura did.
I thought you were messing. Oh, Laura did break it, but it is broken.
Yeah.
I can't believe
And listen, Junior's being honest.
She broke the plate. I tried to stop her. She said she had to demonstrate her apple chopper. Imagine if it was Bob. The apple chopper worked just great. It chopped right through the bowling plate. It's Laura's fault she broke the plate. It's true. And that's the tale I have to tell to you.
For someone who didn't know what happens in this episode, you sure know the song quite well.
Well, I had the hit 1998 album VeggieTales 2, and I really like the song. It's Laura's fault. I would consistently listen to it when driving to the Walmart. I would pop it in my CD player and just listen to it over and over.
Did you headbang along to it?
Heck yeah.
Fucking slip, man. That's like totally poggers to the max.
I was in I grew up for a little while. Sometimes I would set the map to take me to the Walmart in like Florida just so I could drive and hear the song longer. I would drive cross country to the Walmart.
That's my boy.
My groceries were bad by the time I got them back, but I was still jamming to It's Laura's fault. That laugh is so evil. Silly song? Silly song break? Nope.
Aww.
In my mind, this is the silly song of the show. This sequence is the silly song.
Kinda, yeah.
It counts as a silly song. They should have put it in the countdown. This is a silly song called The Larry Mobile and I.
It's called I Saw a Kid with Green Hair.
I like yours better. It's called Phil Winkelstein Cameo.
Oh, I like that one. That's what the episode should have been called, honestly.
Space alien in this city, LarryBoy will bring him in. Opens the window. Hello,
boys.
Those. Hey, Junior. Okay, so did you catch that, Kev? He was like, if there's a space alien, I'm going to bring him in. And then he drove right past the space alien and didn't bring him in.
I thought that was a teddy bear. He's the son of a teddy bear.
But the dad's a space alien.
Oh, okay.
And Fib is I think his father's genetics were stronger. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's a.
That's kind of chauvinist, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's the Fib. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Lenny broke the plate. There are a few frames you could pause on Percy's face that would look so whack. Like when he's blinking, and his eyes get really big.
Yeah.
Percy's one of my favorites.
I like Percy.
I like Laura too, but Remolded should have replaced Percy with should have replaced Laura with Percy. And they could have had George go, "Here comes Percy now! He's my favorite."
Good morning, George. How are you? I hope you're feeling fine. Cotton balls.
They never really got to give Percy too much of a personality, so I'm glad that he's a nerd now in the Phil and Mike show. A number cruncher.
Me too. I always imagined he would be a nerd.
Yeah.
His stuffy voice. I guess it's a stereotype, but his stuffy voice gives him the nerd vibes,
Uh-huh.
He feels like he would you'd ask some basic question, and he would give you some detailed. That's terrifying, by the way. Fib with legs and no arms. Really scary. That scares me.
My friend one time sent me a video of a cat with no arms. It had legs but no arms. He said, "Look, it's the Fib from outer space."
I just saw that on Instagram today. He was kind of wiggling from side to side to get a treat.
Did you also think the Fib when you saw it?
I did not. No.
Wow.
I always associate the Fib as the little round Fib. That's the true Fib in my mind. That's the Fib in his purest form.
Yeah.
What was I saying about? Yeah, Percy. He sounds like a nerd. And in the VeggieTales show, he was supposed to have Callie's part in the Happy song, and apparently was supposed to sing about how
Yeah.
much he loves school or something. Or maybe he was going to have the same lines, but just be him instead of Callie. I don't know. There you are, Kev.
It's me! Hi! I'm the Lenny, it's me.
Those bunnies.
At commentary time, everybody agrees.
I'm out talking you. Talk more. Talk incessantly.
So, Finn.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Just cut me off every time I start. Ready?
do you like cheeseburgers?
I do, and the funny story about that is...
No time for that, buddy. I gotta tell you about how I really like the cheeseburgers, dude.
So I really like the scene.
I even like the Pop-Tarts, too. They're, like, really freaking good and stuff, buddy.
If you look closely...
Hey! Mac and cheese is even, like, more freaking awesomeness, dude.
A fun fact about this episode.
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't actually have one. Okay, I'll come up with one. In LarryBoy and the Fib...
You could give us a boring fact.
Precisely 15 minutes through, the Fib picks up Junior, and Junior says, "What are you doing?"
Couldn't hurt anybody.
And the Fib goes,
A little Fib
I was not
couldn't
aware
hurt
of this.
anybody.
Oh, the car crush!
Car crushing!
I love that car crush. That's the ice cream crush. The Peach just running. That poor Peach. So scared.
Aw. Your friend.
For context,
Mirror.
the car crush
Mirror.
joke, people are going to think we're insane. The car crush joke, a former friend of mine made a comment one time about the scene in the Fib where the Fib stepped in the car, and they were like, that part always made me feel weird, and we would mess with him and say that he was into cars getting crushed, like he had some absurd affinity for just cars getting crushed, just car wrecks. But then we took it further and we were like, well, he's a good person, so he only likes car wrecks when people don't get hurt. It was a whole joke. It was a whole joke. That's the gist of the joke.
But now that he and Finn aren't friends anymore, I had to take over the car crushing affinity.
Now Kev has a thing for cars getting crushed.
That's right.
Kev sits on the interstate and just waits for a car accident to happen so he can get a little freaky. Bro gets a little freaky.
That's right.
Uncle Freaky Kev Messick, am I right?
Please never say that again.
Freaky Mr. Messick.
If you listen to the Madam Blueberry commentary, you'll know that I sent Finn 2 cease and desist letters, and buddy, you're about to get your 3rd.
No! Fine. I take it back. Kev isn't freaky.
Thank you.
He's ultra freaky.
That is a true statement.
Okay, there we go. So I was underestimating your freakiness.
You belong to me.
Can't you see that I'm the one who understands you? Been here all along, so why can't you see? Why don't you come and make
The Fib's true crime was being a Swiftie.
That is certainly a true crime.
Yep.
I can vibe with her older music.
Lily, apologies if you're watching.
We love you, Lily. The
Platonically.
Bumbleberg
We always make sure to specify that.
Yes, platonically. Except for me and you, Kev. We don't have to say that.
That's right.
Just me and you. We tight. Get to the
You
water
and Joe.
tower! The water tower! The Fib is... He's got a Fib dumpy. Look at that.
He got a whole dump truck.
Bro better calm down. Bro had better calm down. This episode basically ends with a dance party. The LarryBoy
As every episode does.
Yeah, if you think about it, they all kind of end with the dance party. Daniel and the
Almost
Lions
all
ends
of them,
with the
yeah.
runaway to Egypt.
Yeah.
So evil.
What's he doing? I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep.
Well,
That's me.
Somebody better wake him up. There you are. I love how the car bounces when it first starts moving.
Yeah.
So much detail.
See, this is why in-house Big Idea animation was the best.
My poor
Big
toes.
Idea animation. I think Phil. No, it might not have been Phil. It might have been Joe McFadden that said, in those days, because it was all animated in-house, everybody felt like they had a bit of ownership over the show, and so they took pride in that and really gave it character.
True. And they did.
Yeah.
They did a great job. You can tell they all cared.
LarryBoy.
Don't worry about all the sniffling. I got 15 shots in one arm for allergy testing.
He took
Allergy
15
testing.
shots of tequila.
Yes, that too. Heads up for anybody considering allergy testing, they will shoot you in the arm 15 times with different needles. And if you're like me, you'll swell up on every one of them. And I'm having some bad side effects and reactions that.
And chances are, even if you're not like Finn, you like to draw. But one thing's for sure. If you like to draw, you like to draw Finn.
You like to draw Kev. How to draw Kev.
You like to draw us.
Together. Running from the fib.
Yep.
As he crushes cars. How to draw Kev. How to draw Kev.
Not the big red car, though.
Not the big red car. I was waiting. I was waiting for a Wiggles reference. I couldn't believe. I could not believe there was not a single Wiggles reference in Madame Blueberry. I wondered if you were okay.
I had one in mind, but we
should have
had
made
moved
it.
on from the subject too quickly.
Don't hold back. Bring the Wiggles.
Finn, you've known me long enough to know I don't hold back.
We stand. We stand Greg Wiggle here. We have
Jeff.
nothing. We have nothing. Maybe Jeff. Definitely Greg. If Jeff would wake up, we'd stand him.
That's right.
Super suction ears away. Ba-ba-dum, boing. Here he comes. Here I come. See me fly. Saw the signal in the sky. King Kong or Godzilla.
Look at that boy.
I forget. Look how cool. It was ready for him. That did nothing. That did nothing.
Oh shoot! Here comes that boy.
Boing! I love that sound. Bye bye, Dad. Doink. Angry letters to Big Idea.
Yeah.
Fathers can't faint.
I think now would be a good time for you to tell me how I can stop this lie.
Mothers fainting is stereotypical. Fathers fainting is offensive.
You can't make anything funny these days.
If you roll anything on the dice,
And that wasn't even these days.
if you roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 on your dice, you lose.
That's right.
Big Idea.
I think we're gonna get letters about this.
They needed a 7-sided dice. The dwarf joke made people mad. The Hubert joke made people mad. Mr. Lunt cross-dressing did not. Which is good. It shouldn't have. Ha 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 ha. I like how Scooter just looked like, oh, like he's just concerned. He's not like sad or scared or worried. He's just like
Right.
mild concern on his face. Very mild concern.
Well, he's a cop. He's gotta be a positive role model for the citizens. Make sure that they aren't panicking.
True. He is the very modern of a modern major good officer.
That's right.
We have no time.
Of course, he's talking about the spice time,
The who?
or not a spice, but seasoning time.
Seasoning. It's spandex. Now, I used to think, I swear in that scene, I thought Larry was said, it's asparagus, it's much better. I thought he was trying to get him to eat Junior instead. Spandex, it's quite bitter. I'm not kidding, up until like 2 years ago, I thought he was saying, it's asparagus, it's much better.
2 years ago? Wow.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, I thought that for the longest time. It's asparagus. It's asparagus, it's much better. He wanted him to eat Junior instead of him.
That's funny.
I was like, well, every man for yourself, I guess.
That's right. It's every man for himself.
It always made LarryBoy a little less of a hero in my eyes. The fact that he was willing to sacrifice the child to save his own life. But then I found out
I missed the belt with the speaker in it.
Yeah, he had that in the cartoons too, didn't he?
I think so.
As if this isn't a cartoon.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this one in a long time.
Did you ever notice that in the cartoons, Alfred is called Archie?
I did, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Not until within the past little while, actually.
Yeah, it took me a long time to notice.
It was all his fault.
I always like to freeze frame whenever he's at his smallest state.
Me too, actually. Why
It's
did
funny to
Jerry
look at.
have ears in this episode? And why did that carry on to certain promotional
Because he's a
posters?
Trekkie.
Was that
He's
what
a
it was?
Trekkie. Yeah.
So he's a Star Trek fan?
Oh, Junior,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was an accident.
That's why he wore them
Phil
in
said
posters?
something about it in the commentary.
Did he make a joke about it, or was he serious?
Junior, you're much more
I think he was serious.
Interesting. I never understood that.
That's why they took the job. Jimmy's wearing ears too. That's why they took the job.
I thought he
They're
was.
Trekkies.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. They're wearing the Star Trek ears because they're
Mhm.
okay. I get it. They're nerds like us. One brave hero, Scottish. There he goes again. Nesser's like, huh? I don't see
It's
you.
stopped.
It's Scott the was. Dun, dun,
He's
dun.
got the Wii U. It's John Tron.
Iggy was watching that in VeggieTales on Discord today, and just blowing up the general channel with quotes from the YTPs. I was like, bro,
Nice.
take it to the stream channel, but he was like in the main channel. Like, you know how when you're watching like a video and like commentating without your microphone,
We need to hurry this along.
Mm-hmm.
all of that was in the general channel, and I was like,
Nice.
Yes, Bob. LarryBoy Mania
is sweeping the nation. If you don't get on board, you're gonna miss the train or something. If you're not on board, you're gonna miss the train.
Yes. Well.
My speaking skills.
If you're not on board, you're gonna get bored.
No. My speaking skills deteriorate the longer I talk. In his
Same.
I like that song. Let it play.
That song. Let it play.
Let it play. Bob's like, huh?
Take a look.
Well, Junior thought the best way to get out of trouble was by telling a lie.
But it wasn't.
Yep. But to cover up for the first lie,
It wasn't the best way to get out of trouble.
until finally he was trapped.
See, Junior should have just stuck to the truth that he told in the beginning about how Laura broke the plate.
Yeah, if he hadn't changed
If he
it,
hadn't
only
changed
Laura
that
would've been
story.
mad. And what power does
Right.
Laura have to cause trouble?
Exactly.
We hate Laura.
Truth will set you free.
Yep.
John 8:32b.
She's what's the
You see, Ezio,
what's the
only
thing they
way to
say?
really be free is by doing what God wants us
She's
to do. And God wants us
forgettable.
to
She's
always
forgettable.
She's-
tell the truth.
I like Laura. I think she's a good
Ah.
character. Remolded gave
Mhm.
her even more
But as
personality.
Junior learned, facing your
Where'd the
fears
verse
can be a
go?
lot less painful than getting
went
stuck
away.
in a big
Cordy
lie.
Yep.
is not a Christian. Cordy only agrees to show the verses for like 2 seconds at a time.
That's right.
They have to pay Cordy $100 for every second the verse is on the screen.
He's a
I'm-
Christian.
He's a Christian. I'm a Cucumber Records.
Although I like Rock on Larry Boy too.
I like it, yeah, but
But I'm also just a rock guy.
yeah. I like Rock on Larry Boy, but I like the cartoon one best, and I like this one, and then probably Rock on Larry Boy.
Yeah.
Lally Blally Boy.
I like the extended version of the cartoon theme song. That one
yeah,
that
that
one's
was
real
good.
good.
Oh, Jimmy didn't have ears. You're tripping.
Did he not?
No, you're tripping.
I could have sworn he did.
No.
Okay, well,
You're tweaking. Bro is tweaking.
well, that's still why Jerry got the job at least.
So Jerry is a Trekkie, and Jimmy is a supportive brother.
Yep.
Hey, he's on the way.
Possibly.
Purple and yellow, he's one super
Yeah,
fella.
he's one super
Jerry
fella.
boy. You see the logo almost showed?
Huh?
The bottom of the logo showed in that cut. Did you see that? Because you know.
Oh,
that
really?
scene,
I didn't notice
the
that.
cave opens, the car drives out. You
Yeah.
the logo. They cut as the bottom of the logo started showing.
Huh.
Hello, boy.
Hello, boys. You know what I'm gonna do? For this part, I'm just
What?
gonna take our commentary for all the scenes they're showing and splice them over this.
That would be great.
Ooh. In fashion, he's a
Fashion
zero.
name no zero.
He sucks at
Did you just say
getting
he's
dressed.
a
So
zero?
most of the
Oh.
days he just gets
Yep.
up naked. Larry boy.
Good grief, he's naked.
I love the
Super
the
nude.
Super nude. I love the one. That's good. I like the wobbly plunger on the back of his
Wobbly
car.
asparagus.
Yeah, wobbly. Oh. I'm still not sure if Phil actually said wobbly asparagus. He might have just said wobbly.
It was
He might have
either
ju-
wobbly or warbly.
Warbly. He might have just been like, oh, look at warbly. It sounded to me,
Yeah.
in the moment, it sounded like he said asparagus. If that's the way it's gonna be. Archibald, Richibald, and Warbly asparagus.
Yep.
I love how they make the camera in the building shake when he's walking. So much detail, as I said. A lot of stuff was done to make this show look good. Away! I am that
Zero.
Zero. Larry boy. Looking great. Bowling plate. Reference to Larry Boy, the
Nice
from outer
one.
space.
Nice one.
Yeah. Also, what's wrong with the There it is. I started buffering. What's the problem with the logo? Not the logo. The way I titled the video we're watching.
This suit is very confusing.
You don't have the dash between Larry and Boy.
And the exclamation point after Larry Boy.
And the exclamation point, yeah.
I simplified it. I made it match the other Larry Boy so I can find it easy.
Wow. Look
Look
at you overthinker.
I know, I overthink a lot. Whenever I'm reviewing episodes and I want to search up in my queue Larry Boy, I just type in Larry Boy and I'll have them all.
Dance with me, Finn.
I'm dancing. Dance with me, Lappy!
Hey!
Larry Boy. Your look. Joseph Sapulich. Larry Boy.
Whoa.
Anagramical order. Big idea being all fancy. Percy must have written that one.
An
Yeah,
anagramical
no.
order. An anagramical
Tim
order.
Gregory Amicar.
Oh no. I really need to practice my Percy impression. I've got to do some major practicing. Look at fashion plate. Out of sight. Oh my. Larry Boy. A-pop is plunger noise. Plunger noise. Delicious. I love that noise.
Yep.
That was the
Bye.
film. We'll be back with a guest probably.